What if someone offered you money, power, and inheritance, but you wanted none of it? What kind of prize could be worth more than everything the world offers? There was once a billionaire oil tycoon from Texas who loved his only daughter deeply. She was young, just 18, and not considered beautiful by society's standards. But to her father, she was priceless. Wanting the very best for her, he decided to find a husband worthy of her heart. So he invited all the bachelors in the area to a grand party at his estate. In the center of his backyard stood a massive swimming pool, beautifully designed, but horrifyingly filled with sharks, piranhas, alligators, and other deadly creatures. The men gathered around the pool, confused and uneasy. Then the tycoon stepped forward and gave an emotional speech. He spoke of his love for his daughter, of his desire to see her married to a man of courage and character. Then he made an offer no one expected. "Any man who jumps into this pool and swims to the other side," he said, "can choose one prize. $1 million, no questions asked, or the deed to my most profitable oil field, or my daughter's hand in marriage, and a place in my will." The crowd fell silent. No one moved. The prize was great, but the risk was greater. Suddenly, splash! One man was already in the water, swimming with all his strength toward the other side. The animals churned the water behind him, but he didn't look back. With one final push, he reached the edge and climbed out, alive. The tycoon ran to him, hugged him, and said, "Son, that was incredible. Would you like the $1 million? The young man caught his breath and replied, "No, sir." "Then the oil field?" the tycoon asked. "No, sir." With a tear in his eye, the tycoon finally said, "Then, my boy, would you like my daughter's hand in marriage?" The young man paused, then answered firmly, "No, sir." The tycoon, confused and a little hurt, asked, "Then what do you want?" The young man looked him in the eye and said, "I only want one thing. I want the name of the guy who pushed me into the pool." This story makes us laugh, but it also reveals something deep. No one willingly jumps into a pool of death, even for a great reward. And yet the Bible tells us something shocking about Jesus. Isaiah 53:7 says, "He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth." Jesus wasn't pushed onto the cross. He chose it, not for money, not for recognition, not for a prize he needed. John 10:18 says, "No one takes my life from me, but I lay it down of my own accord." Jesus didn't risk his life for us. He gave his life for us. And unlike the man in the story, no one pushed him. Love took him there. The question for us is this: if Jesus willingly gave his life for us, how willingly are we giving our lives back to him? Share this with someone who needs to be reminded of his love, and subscribe for more Bible-based stories that point us back to the greatest prize of all, Jesus Christ.